Hey, okay, so life's been super busy the past week or so. Um, Doing a lot of stuff, trying to catch up, a lot of family stuff, a lot of personal stuff. I've been more busy in the past week and a half, 2 weeks than I have been for months. And that's a good thing. Anyway, I need a shave. I'm going to use my Henson today with a fresh feather blade. I think this really benefits from having a very sharp blade, but we'll see. And I'm going to be trying, or I've tried it a couple times. It's a Taylor Bond Street Cedarwood. It's a cream, so it's very soft. I've loaded some of that into my tin-lined copper bowl here. Can use my synthetic brush. Lather this up. I think it's been a couple days since I tried this. I think it lathers up fairly quickly. So I'm not even sure if I've uploaded my last video from a couple days ago. Anyway, yeah, life's been really busy. Like not just catching up, but also like new stuff. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's like the floodgates opened, and now all of a sudden I want to get all kinds of things done, and I'm starting to become interested in all the things that used to interest me again. So like, I wrote a paper for a conference. I volunteered to be on the paper review committee for that conference. Not so I could accept my own paper, but because I want to see, I want to contribute to, the conference in some way. I figured this was a good way. It is kind of weird as I look at like the reviews, the initial reviews I'm giving papers that were submitted. And then some of the other reviews I've seen, it's like some of the reviews are like, good paper, should be interesting. And like my reviews, like, it's like, well, yeah, it's definitely on, it's definitely relevant to the conference in this technical track. And it follows the requirements of the template, and the content and the research appear to be good. And here's a couple things that probably should be improved, and I'll provide a couple details. And then, it's like, and I'll say, I recommend we accept this paper for publication, but I recommend the author make a couple small changes. It's like what I would consider to be a good review, a useful review, right? So, I don't know. Maybe that's just my internal, maybe I'm turning my asshole of a internal critic against others. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm being much more gentle on other people's papers, than I would be on my own. I'm going to say that's good. I don't think that took too long, but then again, I was talking the whole dang time. So, this soap, or this cream, is called Cedarwood. I think it's a fairly new flavor for TOBS. Flavor. Anyway, doesn't exactly smell like cedar to me. There's a faint, I want to say faint, it's medium strength. I'll say it's medium strength. It's woody and floral a bit. It smells a bit like cedar. I can't really distinguish any other specific scents in it other than, because it's pretty well blended. It's reminiscent of cedar. Doesn't really smell too much like cedar to me, though. The cream seems nice. The lather seems nice, I should say. All right, let's get started. Henson with fresh feather blade. So in my most recent video, which I haven't uploaded yet, but which you know what, I'll upload it before I do this one. I talk about myself, you know, how I'm the kind of person that kind of needs systems to manage myself. You know, not just to manage my time, but to manage, you know, life in general, goals, like when, and because I really don't have any time sense, I can't remember really when things happened, right? Anything more than, you know, anything that happened like a month ago or before a month ago, it kind of all feels the same to me, right? Even like high school. And high school was, I graduated from high school in 1987, right? Okay, maybe I feel like that was like more than a month ago, but it feels a little different, but it doesn't feel like 35 years. Definitely not. Yeah, so I definitely need systems in my life to help me manage myself. Because my executive function won't do it for me. Which is stupid. I thought that was the point of executive function. But apparently, if my executive function was a CEO of a large company, it would be the kind of CEO that once it gets into the job, it starts slacking off. Right? Or does just enough to justify its existence. Sometimes. But then, you know, the risk of the company going belly up is a little too high. Whoa, I don't know if you could hear that, but my stomach was just growling like crazy because I haven't eaten yet today. I thought I'd take a break. Yeah, this past weekend was Thanksgiving here in Canada. And we had our Thanksgiving meal on Sunday. And I ate way too much. Well, actually I did better than I usually do, but I still ate way too much. And I tried to make up for it a little bit yesterday by going for a good like 5-mile hike, 8 kilometers. It was a good, really strenuous hike, but then I undid all that by eating a bunch of cookies later. Stupid. Oh yeah. Okay, so for me, the Henson is really good with feathers. It totally tames this blade. I mean, I guess we'll see at the end how good of a shave it was, but to me, right now, it's feeling really good. I might have clipped that pimple a bit because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, ever since the floodgates open, everything's been really busy. And it's not like I haven't taken time to like just, relax. But it's been a bit more deliberate. Like, okay, I have a couple hours. I'm gonna watch this TV show or whatever, right? Instead of sitting there aimlessly thinking about the work I should have done already, as I'm watching pointless stuff. Oh God, but what a trap it is! Oh my God. YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels are the devil. They really, really suck you in, and before you even realize it, you thought, oh, just a couple minutes. And then you realize like a half hour later, it's like, what the hell just happened? Right? Like these things I I sat here, I watched these things, I laughed, whatever. But they were essentially pointless. All right, they did not improve my life one bit. Nor do I think they actually work very well as relaxation or like for recharge. And that's, I don't know. It's like they suck up time, but that time doesn't seem particularly restful or restorative. Huh. Like if you're taking time out to do something for relaxation and it's not actually relaxing at all, like actually physiologically relaxing, then what is the frickin' point? I think I just sliced myself there. So, the Henson may tame the feather a little bit, but it's still a feather. And it's, shaving is still shaving no matter how gentle you're trying to be. You're still dragging a piece of sharp metal across your face. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let me get the styptic and address that issue. I just remembered the time I went to give blood once, and the needle sticks the nurse sticks the needle in my arm, and a little bit of blood squirts out, and she's like, "We got a bleeder!" Right? Not that I have like significant issues, but I did have pretty high blood pressure at the time, which I'm guessing there's a connection. Anyway, I just had a strong memory of her saying that. But it's funny how my life works, right? I stop doing things to manage myself when I feel I don't need it. And then when I actually do start to need it again, I don't recognize that fact, and I start digging myself into a hole. And the deeper that hole gets, the more I need those tools or systems. The more stressed I start to feel. The more depressed and anxious I become. The more difficult it becomes to manage. The more difficult everything becomes to manage. And the more I need those tools or systems. And that's the feedback loop. And the longer it goes on, right? The longer you keep moving around that loop, just piling more, I'm mixing my metaphors now, digging that hole deeper and deeper, not addressing the problems, the harder it becomes, or will become, to extract yourself later. So anyway, about this shave. So I feel like that was okay. I guess I'll find out later for sure, because after the first, actually, how many times have I tried this? The first couple times that I used this cream, I kind of felt like I might be having some kind of reaction to it. So this shave was as simple as I could make it, no extra stuff. But I am going to use the alum here. Feels, you know what? Feels pretty good. I don't. Other than a couple obvious spots where there was a little bit of blood, I really don't feel any stinging. And overall, I felt this is my first ever tub of any Taylor of Old Bond Street. And you know, I'm finding that I like the cream itself, the consistency of it, how easy it is to lather up. The lather is nice. Let me just, I think I put a little bit too much cream in there, but let's just, right? The lather is very nice. It's very slick. Yeah. As long as I can confirm that that I'm not having any kind of, reaction to it, I think I like it. It's a nice shave. It feels like a nice shave, at least while the shave is happening. Afterwards, I'll find out, I guess. Okay, that's all okay. Quick rinse. feels pretty good. You know what? Instead of using something new right now, I'm going to go with what I know has never caused me problems, which is my witch hazel and aloe. And I'm not going to put on any other aftershave or balm or anything right now because I want to see what happens. And I don't know, for me, usually if there's going to be irritation or, you know, whatever, it's going to show up in about 15 minutes to half an hour. So I'm going to leave this as is for a while and see what happens. Except I'm going to dab that, and that just in case. Yeah, that's it. So that's my shave. That's my update. Oh, there was one other thing about this TOBS I wanted to show. It's got this this little plastic lid. Seems like an old school margarine lid in a way, but it doesn't snap on. But anyway, that should help keep this from drying out if you don't seal up the main lid too tight. I do like the combination of a feather with the Henson. I might like something slightly milder than that, so next time I use the Henson, I think I might try, I'll try a Bic. I'll try a Bic. I think I've used that combination before and liked it. Yeah, and while I like the sharpness of the feather and how it feels, it might be a little too sharp for someone that's as careless as me. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. Bye.